being a cotton farmer, whether you're irrigated or dry land, you have to conserve water. That's the only way we can make crops is irrigation, whether it's from Mother Nature or we pump it out of the ground. My granddad was a dry land farmer back in the 30s and 40s. My great-granddad before that, and my dad began to irrigate in the 50s. When I first started farming 27 years ago, my cost would be around about $100 an acre. Now we're looking at $400 to $500 an acre. Fertilizer goes up, chemical goes up, equipment goes up, labor goes up, price of cotton stays the same. You know, every so many years, you know, things begin to evolve. Pumping practices have to change, and the way we water, we can make more cotton, but we basically sell it for the same price we did 27 years ago. We can make more yield, and that's how we have to play the game. We have to produce more to make up for the cost. Our costs are not decreasing and the price won't increase. So we have to produce more cotton per acre, which means we have to be more efficient because we don't have more water too. We can't just say, well, we're going to dig more wells, because more wells means more straws in the same glass. That just causes other wells to drop off. So we have to be more efficient with our water. Our cotton seed is different. You know, they've bred it up to be more drought tolerant. A lot of our cultivation practices have changed. We don't plow as much as we used to. We try to keep a cover crop to shade the ground. We run pivot irrigation. We run drip irrigation. We got rid of row water and flood irrigation because it's not as efficient. And with technology changing so fast, it's just like everything else. You know, 2 years from now or 5 years from now, they may be something that allows us to change our farming practices to be more efficient that no one's ever thought of yet. You know, there are beginning to be computer programs, and there's guys that are beginning to use soil probes. You'll have probes measured from 12, 24, 36 inches, and well, yeah, the top 12 inches is dry, but cotton has as a taproot plant, but there's plenty of moisture at 3 foot, so don't waste the water. You've got water deep, let it go after it, and it will. It's not an easy life. I think you have to be born with the mentality to be a farmer. There's lots of stress involved, and if you can't handle the stress, you can't farm. There's lots of guys that have tried to farm and can't handle the stress. When you borrow hundreds of thousands of dollars on a gamble with Mother Nature, and we just go, yeah, okay. You know, we're not rich by any means, but it's just part of it. You grow up in that environment. My daughter will never marry a farmer. She doesn't want anything to do with that. My son wants to be a farmer. So, and he has the mentality of, yeah, okay, that didn't work, crap. Let's keep moving. You know, keep moving forward. That's what you have to do. You can't sit down and feel sorry for yourself. You just have to keep moving forward. My son will be the 5th generation of this family to farm here. We have to figure out ways to stay in business, and conserving water is, once again, if you don't have water, you can't make a crop. You can't survive. You can't graze livestock. You can't raise a crop. So whether it's from irrigation or it's from Mother Nature, we have to try to figure out ways to conserve water. And I tell my son, I probably will never be a 100% dry land farmer like my granddad was. I said, but you probably will be. In 20 years, we'll still have water, but I don't think we'll be able to afford to pump it. The wells will not yield the kind of water we will need to large-scale irrigation like we have now. And he has to know to evolve. He has to pick up more land. He has to change his tillage practices, and there's advantages that we didn't do 30 years ago that, you know, some things work, some things doesn't, you know. Sometimes it gets expensive to try to experiment, but that's what we have to do to make it work. So we have to make it work. Don't have a choice.